Revenge is not destruction. Real revenge is success. Too many people misunderstand this truth and waste their energy chasing battles that don't matter. They argue online. They try to prove people wrong with words. They hold grudges that poison their own hearts. But revenge is not about shouting back, proving a point, or humiliating someone. It's not about hate, it's about transformation. The greatest revenge you can ever achieve is to become so powerful, so disciplined, and so successful that your enemies can do nothing but watch you rise. Begins with a decision, a moment where you look at your life and refuse to accept weakness. Because let's be honest, sometimes life beats you down. People betray you. Friends disappear. Family stops believing in you. Society looks at you like you are another average person, destined for struggle and failure. Those moments hurt. They sit inside you like a fire burning in your chest. But what will you do with that fire? Will you let it burn you from the inside, or will you forge yourself in the flames and rise stronger? Pain is not your enemy. Betrayal is not your enemy. Failure is not your enemy. Your only enemy is giving up. Your only enemy is wasting your pain instead of using it as fuel. Most people run from their emotions. They hide from the darkness. But the strongest people use the darkness. Understand that revenge isn't about going back. It's about moving forward with so much power that the past has no choice but to vanish behind your shadow. Real revenge is when you walk in silence while your results make all the noise. When you stop talking and start acting. When you take every doubt, every insult, initiative, every limitation people try to put on your life, and use it as motivation to build your future piece by piece. They said you couldn't do it. Good. Let that fuel you. They laughed at your dreams. Perfect. Let that sharpen your focus. They left you alone. Even better. Solitude is where champions are created. Success is not given. Initiative. It is built in long hours when nobody is watching. It is built in early mornings and late nights. It is built through relentless self-control and an obsession with improvement. Revenge isn't instant. It is earned day by day, decision by decision, habit by habit. When you wake up and choose discipline over comfort, you win. When you choose progress over distraction, you win. When you choose the future over the temporary pleasure of today, you win. And every time you win, even in silence, initiative, the universe notices. And so do your enemies. You don't have to hate anyone to win. You don't have to destroy anyone to rise. Most people who tried to hurt you are already trapped in their own failures anyway. The greatest revenge is not destroying them. It's outlasting them. It's outgrowing them. It's outworking every expectation they had for you. Revenge is not about proving them wrong. It's about proving yourself right. It's about building a life so strong, so unshakable, that no betrayal has the power to break you again. So don't waste your energy on anger. Use it to build your greatest self. Because at the end of the day, initiative, revenge is not something you say, it's something you become. Discipline is the weapon that defeats every enemy, because without it, nothing in life is achievable. You can have dreams, initiative, you can have ambition, you can even have talent, but none of that matters if you don't have the discipline to transform those dreams into reality. People talk about motivation as if it's some kind of magic force, but motivation is weak. Motivation disappears when you're tired. Motivation disappears when you feel pain. Motivation disappears when life hits you hard. Discipline is different. Discipline stays. Discipline is what keeps you moving forward when everything in your life tells you to stop. Initiative. There will always be moments when you feel like giving up. There will be days when your mind tells you that you're not strong enough, not smart enough, not ready enough. Initiative. But discipline doesn't listen to feelings. Discipline follows duty. It is the voice inside that says, I don't care how I feel, made a decision and I will follow through. Discipline is uncomfortable. It forces you out of bed when it is easier to sleep. It takes you to the gym when your body wants to rest. It makes you study, train, learn, and evolve even when you think you've already done enough. Your enemies are not always people. Your enemies are laziness, fear, doubt, distraction. These invisible enemies live inside your mind, waiting to attack the moment you slow down. Discipline is what destroys them. Every time you choose effort over comfort, you defeat laziness. Every time you take action despite fear, you destroy doubt. Every time you stay focused, you silence distraction. Discipline is the daily battle between who you are now and who you are capable of becoming. And the only way to win is to show up every single day. Success is not about doing one great thing once. It is about doing the small things consistently. It is about habits. Winners are not built in a day. They are built in routine. At initiative, they wake up earlier not because it's easy, but because the mission requires it. They train harder not because they enjoy pain, but because they respect growth. They don't negotiate with excuses because they know excuses have never built a future. The truth is simple. If you don't control your mind will control you. And an undisciplined mind is the most destructive weapon you can give your enemies. Your journey is your responsibility. No one is coming to save you. Initiative. No one is going to hand you discipline. You must create it. You must Build it like muscle, through repetition. You must forge it through struggle, through rejection, through failure. Discipline is not a punishment, it is a pathway to freedom. Because when you master discipline, you control your future. You no longer live according to emotions or circumstances. You live according to purpose. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you sharpen your weapon. And when your discipline becomes unbreakable, so do you. Your mindset is your empire. Build it with purpose. Everything you experience in life, every win, every loss, initiative, every moment of pain or triumph begins in the mind. The world will try to convince you that success comes from luck, talent, or having the right connections. Initiative. But the truth is far deeper. Everything starts with thought. Your beliefs shape your actions, and your actions shape your destiny. If your mind is weak, your life will be weak. But if your mind is strong, there is nothing on this planet that can stop you from rising. Most people don't fail because they are incapable. They fail because they think small, build mental prisons out of fear and doubt, and they live inside them for years without ever realizing that the door has been open the whole time. They tell themselves lies. I can't do it. I'm not ready. I wasn't born for greatness. People like me don't succeed. These beliefs don't come from reality, come from conditioning. Society teaches you to settle, to stay average, to accept limits that were never meant for you. The difference between those who win and those who stay stuck is mindset. A powerful mindset looks at challenges and says, another opportunity to grow. A weak mindset sees the same challenge and runs. A strong mind understands that pressure is necessary, that struggle is essential, and that nothing meaningful comes without sacrifice. Your mind is either your greatest ally or it is your deadliest enemy. The choice is yours. To build a strong mindset, you must take control of your thoughts. You must train your mind the same way you would train your body. Consistently, with intensity, and with purpose. Feed your mind with powerful ideas. Surround yourself with people who push you, not those who drain your ambition. Read, listen, learn, because a mind that does not grow becomes a cage. The moment you stop learning is the moment you stop evolving. Protect your mindset from negativity. The world is full of noise, people who gossip, complain, and blame. These people are dangerous to your growth because they plant seeds of doubt in your mind. Limit their influence. Build mental armor. Decide what enters your mind and what does not. Focus only on what moves you forward. When your thoughts align with your purpose, your life moves with clarity and power. Your mindset must be built on discipline, resilience, and belief. Discipline keeps your mind sharp. Resilience keeps your mind unbreakable. And belief gives your mind direction. And belief is everything. If you believe you can change your life, you will. If you believe you are destined for more, you are. Faith in your purpose creates unseen strength. When you believe in your mission, no obstacle can defeat you. No failure can break you. No setback can stop you. The most powerful people in history were not born strong. They built strong minds. They refused to surrender to weakness. They rejected fear. They mastered focus. They trained their thoughts to align with their goals. And when your thoughts, words, and actions align, you become unstoppable. You must build your mind like a fortress, protected from negativity, reinforced by discipline, and powered by belief. Because when your mindset becomes unshakable, your empire becomes inevitable. Hard work turns weakness into unshakable power. People are not born strong. They become strong through the choices they make every single day. Strength is not a gift. It is not inherited. And it is not given to the lucky few. It is built. Built from sweat, from pain, from long nights of grinding when everyone else is asleep. Built from refusing to quit when it would be easier to surrender. Built from pushing forward even when the results are not visible yet. Hard work is the great equalizer. It doesn't care where you come from, how much money you have, or how many times you've failed, if you're willing to outwork your weaknesses. Initiative, you can transform them into your greatest weapons. Most people never become who they were meant to be because they avoid hard work. They quit too early, they surrender to comfort. Expect success to arrive faster than it should. But life doesn't reward the impatient. Life rewards those who are willing to put in the work long after the excitement is gone. Progress is slow. Growth is uncomfortable. The path to greatness is not a straight line. It is full of obstacles designed to test your commitment. Hard work isn't just about effort. It's about persistence. It's about showing up again and again. No matter how many times life tries to break you, weakness is not a permanent condition. It is a temporary state that only stays with those who accept it. Initiative. If you want to defeat weakness, you must first face it. You must look at your flaws, your fears, your insecurities, and refuse to let them control your life. Hard work is the process of attacking your weaknesses day after day until they can no longer hold power over you. If you are weak physically, you train. If you lack knowledge, you study. If you fear failure, you take action anyway. Every time you confront weakness instead of avoiding it, you grow. And growth, even when it hurts, the most powerful transformation in life, Silence the doubters. Let your results speak. In life, you will be surrounded by people who do not believe in you. Initiative. Some will doubt you openly, some will criticize you behind your back, and some will pretend to support you while secretly hoping you fail. That is the reality of the world. Initiative. The moment you decide to chase something bigger than average, people will try to pull you back down. They will question your dreams, laugh at your ambitions, and label your goals as impossible. But you must understand this truth: you never owe them an explanation. You do not need to argue with them, justify yourself, or seek anyone's approval. Real power is not in arguing, it is in achieving. Let your success become your voice. The reason most people doubt you is not because you are incapable. It is because your determination exposes their weakness. Your courage reminds them of their fear. Your ambition reminds them of what they gave up on. Initiative. People attack what they don't understand, and they hate what they cannot become. So when they doubt you, it is not a reflection of your limits. It is a reflection of theirs. That is why you must avoid wasting your time trying to convince anyone of your potential. The more energy you spend arguing with doubters, the less energy you have to build your future. Silence is your advantage. Discipline is your response. Results are your revenge. Success does not need to be announced. It does not need to be explained. It simply arrives and speaks for itself. When you wake up early, nobody sees it. When you work hard in silence, nobody praises you. When you grind alone, nobody claps. But when your results come, everyone will notice. Those who once doubted you will pretend they always believed in you. Those who ignored you will suddenly remember your name. The same people who once disrespected you will come back with fake support. That is why you should never chase validation. Keep your circle tight, stay focused on your mission, and let your achievements do all the talking. The journey requires patience. There will be times when you feel invisible, when your effort seems unnoticed, and your progress feels slow. But these are the moments that separate the weak from the unstoppable. The weak need attention to feel worthy. The unstoppable stay committed even when nobody claps for them. You must develop the discipline to keep moving in silence, silent work, silent preparation, silent sacrifice. Because when you finally speak, it will not be with words, it will be with success. Your dreams belong to you, not them. Your purpose is your responsibility, not theirs. Do not let small minds convince you that your vision is too big. Never let someone who quit on their life tell you how to live yours. You don't have to respond to their criticism. You don't have to react to their judgment. Keep your energy pure, your focus locked, and your ambition growing. The best response to doubt is always proof. So remain silent while you build. Move with intention, grind with purpose, grow with discipline. And when the time is right, let your results speak so loudly that every doubt dies in silence. Hard work separates the dreamers from the doers. The world is full of people who talk about success, but very few who are willing to earn it. Dreams without action are lies. You can fantasize about a better life all you want, but until you are willing to work for it. The harsh truth is that nobody cares about your excuses. Nobody cares about your struggles. The only thing that matters is whether you rise or stay down. Hard work gives you freedom. The freedom to choose your future, to create your identity, and to build a life that reflects your true potential. There will be times when your hard work feels invisible, when nobody notices your growth, and when progress seems painfully slow. But that is exactly when you must push even harder. Because hard work doesn't guarantee instant results, but it guarantees eventual victory. The universe always rewards relentless effort. You may not win today, you may not win tomorrow, but if you refuse to stop, you will win eventually. Hard work is the path that turns ordinary people into extraordinary champions. Hard work is the bridge between who you are now and who you will become. Hard work is how you turn weakness into unshakable power.